What if you tried to cheat death? Hello everyone, if this is your first time seeing me, my name is Lady Aria. I am a Hellenic polytheist, chthonic practitioner, and King Hades devotee, and this video is going to be about the times where people have actually angered Hades and thought that they were going to be sneaky and get around the inevitable. So, one of the things that Hades is really adamant about is that when it is time to go, it's time to go. And this is something that characters like Sisyphus thought that they were going to get away with. Now, Hades is not the god of death in Greek mythology. He is the god of the underworld. He is the king of the land of the dead. The god of death in Greek mythology is Thanatos. He is the being of death that humans succumb to. And the ancient Greeks really feared death. They feared dying. This is partially as to why they never worshipped Hades in temples or really even spoke his name or did much art depiction with him besides him being next to Persephone that we do see in some paintings. He was never really alone in depictions. So what did Sisyphus do to piss off Hades? Okay, so who was Sisyphus? Sisyphus was the king of Corinth, and he was known to be very cunning and very trickery. And Zeus sent Thanatos, the god of death, to take the life of him. Now, Sisyphus actually tricked Thanatos and ended up chaining him up, and no one was dying at that point. Basically, Thanatos was Sisyphus' prisoner. No one was going to Hades. Charon was not picking up anybody. That's strike one. Ares actually frees Thanatos. Thanatos is freed, and he takes the life of Sisyphus. Now, before Sisyphus dies, he purposely tells his wife to not perform any funerary rites. So Sisyphus goes to Hades, goes to King Hades, and pleads him that his wife never put any burial rites out for him on purpose, and asks if he can return to the surface. Hades says, yes, you have up to one night. And what Sisyphus does is that he cheats death again because he was never going back to the underworld. He was going to take his wife and run away. When he gets to old age and it's finally time for him to pass on, Hades demands that he be sent to Tartarus, and his eternal punishment is to roll a rock up a mountain, and it becomes heavy at the top and rolls over to the other side, and he repeats the process forever. The takeaway from all that is that death is inevitable. We shouldn't try to keep on rebelling against it. We will have to accept it at one point. And that is one of the times where we see Hades put his foot down and really set in that this is the natural order of things. Everyone has to pass on. And even though us as humans could be scared, it reminds us that our mortality cannot ever be changed. That is another rule that he goes by. What is set for you is the set. And this is where being a practitioner of him could really help you out. Now, personally, I have been someone who has faced death anxiety for a long time in my life. And I found that working with deities like him especially have really helped with that in personal experience. When you are working with deities that are of death or representative of death, you learn to look at death in a different way. And it takes time. It's not easy. Some journeys are way more different than others, but it's something that he can also just incredibly help you with.